Texas, look behind you, 'cause that's where the Rangers gonna be.
They're not letting the Crows have extra men in defence as they did in the first half, so it's become very much a one-on-one contest all over the ground.
Thompson forced to roll the dice. Tippett, a good target. Down there, he's up amongst a whole heap. Right, can he get there? He's almost able to steal it and snitch it away from McAvoy. Hamble misses the target. Eventually they get it over and out. And the Crows fans like what they saw there. They're hungry for a goal.
So the Crows' opportunity here. Tippett versus McAvoy. McAvoy reaches over the top. Hard fought ball. Stephen caught one, backed out of the pack very quickly.
Come on.
And a bounce just 15 metres from the Adelaide goal. And it is Stephen.
Goddard just coming off the bench has sprinted to get over. Oh, he's got the kick in the face. Accidental.
So Tippett again to do battle with McAvoy here. Crows need a steadying goal. Fisher takes it. Chance for right. Well tackled by Dawson. Taylor Walker capable of the impossible. Pulls it around his body. Oh, he's kicked the goal. That's unbelievable from Taylor Walker. He mentioned just a few moments ago, Hutto, how quiet he had been. Well, he's pulled something from nothing there. He kicked an amazing goal. Special freakish player, Rob.
He is. And for a player of that size, he's got really good mobility. Saw him kick a goal last week against Carlton where he sold the dummy 3 times before he unloaded.
He's actually kicked 3-1 this year from snatch balls, as you said, for a player of his stature.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
And it is what is so exciting about the Adelaide forward line. If they can get Paul Cleese back up and running into the future, they will be difficult to counter the way they're maturing. It's back to 18 points.
A little unlucky not to get away with it, but once the umpire sees the arm around the waist, you're in trouble.
Flick down. And the tackle laid by Matthew Wright. Neil Craig coaching from the bench today, as he likes to do quite often. Simon Black through some traffic. Picked up by Sloan, slung. Didn't get a decisive or a legal possession away. It did fall from his grasp. Sheldon gives it up to Stiller, and he wobbles it to Wall. Banfield ran into a brick wall. The move might work. Clark's got some space. Jonathan Brown's running back with the flight. Won't mind that. He went too far.
Yeah, he did.
Turned around earlier.
Well, he read it better in the end. You could see that Jonathan actually thought Clark had more time and space to run and carry.
Van Berlo in the Henderson direction. Adcock gets back. Contest, but he dropped it. Turns it over. Taylor Walker back into the lineup. He's back in form.
That's the way you reward your teammates. A lot of conjecture whether Taylor Walker was going to play this week. I think Neil Craig pulled the right rein here. He's put pressure on Taylor Walker to perform for his teammates, and again, their forward line looks really potent. You can see Jonathan Brown just didn't read that as well as he probably should have, and again, we talked about the goals through the corridor. Very hard to defend when you're continually pumping through the ground, and you just see that drop mark there. Taylor Walker mopped it up, kicked a great goal, and you've got Tippett, Walker, Dangerfield. Very potent forward line.
12 goals in the SANFL in the past 2 weeks. 5 goals straight for Norwood last week. Taylor Walker.
He was their leading goal kicker when he went out of the side at that time with 13, and he's come back in and got a goal early, so his confidence will be certainly up.
Petrenko was reluctant to go near him, and so was Jay Schultz, just in case he celebrated too hard on them. Free kick out of the middle, advantage paid here. Knight's got a handball out wide, and now Rutten.
Thomas running with Dangerfield.
There is Dangerfield, sends it long and deep. Good opportunity for Taylor Walker. You can see the knee strap. Some say that perhaps he wasn't quite ready to play in this game given his knee, but he must have made himself available.
What Adelaide would need to Port Adelaide would need to address is they had Chris Knight sitting out on this wing all by himself. That's why they were able to get this release forward.
Jacobs, beautiful tap. Petrenko got in the path, couldn't get it.
Port Adelaide's got a release player on the other wing if they can get it across there.
Free kick almost there. Quick soccer off the ground, and Adelaide, the responder from Walker.
Well, he's the X factor, Walker. He's always had enormous ability. He was put back to the seconds because he doesn't chase and tackle, and Neil Craig wanted to make him an all-rounder player, make him work hard for his spot. Well, perhaps he's been given a bit of a freebie. Mark Bickley has pulled him out of the deck as an ace, and right now it's looking like a pretty handy decision.
Well, gets the tackle that you were talking about there, which then resulted in himself being able to run back onto it, kept his feet, and finished with a pretty good goal.
Taylor Walker gets the start he was after, kicks a goal in the opening couple of minutes. Goal apiece.
He's got the crowd going, BT.
He has. It's an Adelaide home game today, so more support for them here today.
Surely, Jono, if you're a player, you know this is different to every other home and away game.
Of course it is. The build-up's enormous. Of course it's different. The media, I've seen it last week in the Derby over in Fremantle and West Coast. Exactly, the build-up's massive.
Good kick by Gray. Rutten ran past it. Here's Van Berlo. Pursued by Corns. He deliberately gave away the free there, tried to hold it up, but didn't quite work. They move it on. Knights again getting some plenty use on the left. Taylor Walker sucks to the ball and takes the mark.
Well, it's a really good play by both sides there. It's a good kick by Knights. It's a much better delivery. But even Salopek coming off his man, pushing up, making him having to find a target. Walker reading it well, leading well. BT, what's he doing here? Geez, those flags have dropped.
Well, let's hope he just kicks a stock standard drop punt like any forward would from this position, Jared, because that's what's required. Taylor Walker, he's tried every other kick in the book today. Here he is with a stock standard one from 40. Comes in, kick looks good off the boot, magnificent. Adelaide now lead it by 24 points.
Well, they've been able to respond. It's been a lot of Port Adelaide in this quarter, but the last couple of efforts, we see Corns there giving away another free kick, which he was a little bit disappointed about. He's given away a couple in this quarter.
He had to, though, in that situation. He was 4-on-1.
He was. He just had he's attacked the contest. No issue with that at all. But it did result in Adelaide getting some free run again, getting the ball to the fat side of the ground and into some good hands in Taylor Walker with a very good finish.
So Adelaide are answering the call here, and believe me, Port are really putting it on the Adelaide Crows at the moment. Close in perimeter of players. If you draw back, you see another 10 or 15 players around the outer perimeter. Have a look at that.
Adelaide just super determined not to get scored against late in this quarter with the little advantage they do have.
Vince.
It's a good quarter.
Outline mark's going to be taken here, or is it by Salopek? Juggling attempt.
It's been dangerous, Jono. Vince, 71% effective and double-figure possessions.
Can't beat the press here at the moment, Adelaide. Can't get it through. The Port press, big elevation there. Couldn't hold the mark off hands. Vince again.
It's where they're missing Schultz, though, BT. The long bomb has got one of the receivers, as in Schultz, missing from their artillery.
Yep.
He can jump high and get over the top.
Schultz out with both an ankle injury and looked to do a hamstring as well.
Well, that contest there, they had Corns and Westhoff both in the goal square. One needed to go up to the contest, one stay in the goal square.
So just taking some time off the clock. The runner's been out there. They know they have an under a minute here. Gee, that's a risky kick by Knights. Dowdy back with great courage. No free forthcoming there. And Port press. John Cock. Got it wide to Talia. Talia gathers. That's better from Daniel Talia. Found Jacobs. They've got time to score here if they want. They can turn defence into attack. Dangerfield finds an opportunity with Walker. Do not handball it. Do not handball it. Taylor Walker, go back and kick the goal.
He thought about it, BT, didn't he?
Oh boy. I wonder what is going through the brain there at some stages.
Great kick by Dangerfield.
Great effort by Dowdy too, because if he hadn't committed for that foot, he could easily have been turned over. Problem there for John Cock.
Yeah, he's in trouble. So this is a big kick on the three-quarter time siren here for Taylor Walker. Port Adelaide have been fantastic in this quarter, and this would be just a mini dagger. Taylor Walker comes in, looking for his third goal. He's got it. Adelaide lead by 24 points on the three-quarter time siren. Taylor Walker has kicked 3. Stay with us. Showdown 31 is going to be an absolute cracker.
This lead will not be whittled away.
What do you think?
Right?
What do you think, Jono?
Yeah, well, I'm just looking here and I see Tarley has been subbed off and Riley has been activated on screen in front of us. So good luck to the young fella.
That's Aidan Riley playing in his first game here today. What a game to play in. What an atmosphere it is. Boak out of trouble. To centre half forward, a little too long for Corns. Here's Ebert. He's got a good left around the corner. Westhoff has been held away from the ball. I think Otten might get the free. The advantage paid to John Cock, who's recovered from that injury. Now Knights, who did some real damage in the third, but that wasn't his best.
Jeez, his kicking's been not his great strength tonight.
Logan into Boak. Gee, cut off magnificently by Smith. Look at the run and go here. This is magnificent. Van Berlo through the middle. Had to straighten it up. Taylor Walker's got the advantage here. He's dropped shoulder. And he's taken the mark, Taylor Walker.
Looking for the handball, BT, but he did hear you again. Yeah. What a great intercept, Jono.
It was fantastic. And the kicker Van Berlo was able to change his stride right at the last minute and get the kick just to the right-hand side of the Port Adelaide opponent coming into smother, which then put it out to the advantage of this guy, Taylor Walker, who had a very good third quarter, finished with the last goal of the quarter. Goes for the first here.
3 goals, 1 today, Jono. Taylor Walker comes in. There's the shot. Drills the goal. Fast start for Adelaide.
Well, it was a wasted opportunity in many ways, BT, for Port Adelaide because at the opening bounce, the young ruckman got it down. And there's that intercept. Trinko is a player. And he has had a brilliant last 4 or 5 weeks. But that was the decision, to go long and go to the space. And it's a bit of flexibility that I think they get with Taylor Walker that they don't quite get with Kurt Tippett. And I suspect with the new coach, Tippett will become a ruckman that goes forward, not a forward that goes into the ruck.
So Taylor Walker kicks goal number 4. It's a game-high 30-point margin.
What's your thoughts, BT? New coach next.